Reason number 4, why we SYSBM. All right, so let's get some facts out of the way very quickly. So this is Stephen A. Smith, 54 years old. We pretty much know if his track record. He's one of the highest paid, maybe the highest paid sportscaster ever, or somewhere in that neighborhood. And he worked his way up as a junior beat writer to where he is, okay? And this is Kendrick Perkins. He is 37 years old. And I think he's a 10-year NBA vet. He's an NBA champion. So that's Kendrick Perkins. And here we have a 27-year-old Malika Andrews. And she started basically as a beat writer or an internet writer. And then she got her own show. So she's a contributor to ESPN, okay? Now, I brought up these ages because I want you to listen to the tone. Remember, we heard a lot of talk about Kevin Samuels and his tone. We're going to listen to the tone of how she's speaking to these two gentlemen who's older than she is, okay? So we're going to start with our first clip here. This is Kendrick Perkins rounding out his argument, and I want you to listen to the way she calls his name. Listen to how she calls his name.
He deserved that, and whatever else follows, I hate it for him, but he put himself in this position. But why are the other people getting left off the hook?
Well,
that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
Listen to that. Who do you talk to by calling their first name 4 times in a row in the condescending tone? Listen to it.
The hook, well, that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
Does that sound like a 27-year-old speaking to a 37-year-old who actually is, I don't know, by pretty much any other measure, her senior? Listen again. Listen.
Left off the hook. Well, that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
I think that we need to circle back to what Shanae said, is that there was an investigation that was conducted by an independent law firm here. And I think that transparency is what will rule the day here. And so
Okay, so that's enough of that. But listen to that tone. That tone says so much. It says so much to me.
Look, that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
Oh, this is a woman that is 10 years younger than him, speaking to him like he is her child. She is speaking to a 37-year-old, 10-year NBA vet as if he is a child. Kendrick. Now, I want you to listen to the way she enters First Take, okay? And I want you to listen to not just her tone, but I want you to listen to the way she enters the conversation, okay? And just listen for yourself.
To be indefinite.
It's almost worse like a lame duck status.
That's what you did. You ruined his career for the next few years. He did it. He did his action. But
NBA reporter and host of NBA Today, our friend Malika Andrews. Malika, do you have us?
I've got you, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being.
Okay, so first of all, she comes into the conversation. Thank you, Molly. Hello, Molly. Thank you for having me. She speaks to Molly, okay? At the very least, this is Stephen A's signature show. Thank you, Stephen A, for allowing me to call into the show. His show, right? Thank you, Stephen A, for allowing me to call into your show. Do you hear that? Listen again.
But NBA reporter and host of NBA Today, our friend Malika Andrews. Malika, do you have us?
I've got you, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being with us. And obviously, you had the statement from Udoka that was given to you. What's your reaction now after hearing the press conference?
Well, Molly, thank you. If I could first start with this. Stephen A, with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop.
You hear that? Listen again. This is not about pointing the finger. Stop. This man is twice her age. Twice her age. She is calling into his television show that he's worked 20 years to get. Stephen A, stop. Listen to it again. Listen again.
Thank you. If I could first start with this. Stephen A, with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop.
You hear that? There it is on display. Do you speak to your parents like that? Would you? I am a grown adult. My father, I would not speak to my father that way. Never. I'm not even sure. I speak to my child that way. I would not speak to anyone at my office in that fashion. Stephen A., with all due respect, stop. This woman is half her age, his junior, calling to his show live on the air, and she's telling him, with all due respect, stop. There it is. There's no respect. There's no respect. And if you know about Rodney Dangerfield, that was his whole routine. I get no respect. The show is there because of Stephen A. He is the reason that the show is there. And you could say what you want to say about Kendrick Perkins. He's not the greatest basketball player, but he was a basketball player in the NBA. I mean, how many Kendrick Perkins are there and how many Malika Andrews are there? There are Malika Andrews graduating from journalism school every semester. So she's easily replaceable, right? How many 7-foot Kendrick Perkins type dudes are walking around that have won NBA rings and spent 10 years playing in the NBA? And yet, in this situation, she is speaking down in a condescending tone to both of them. Now, Kendrick Perkins, in his reply, he wasn't as able to be as sharp, but if you heard how Stephen A. replied, Stephen A. wasn't having it. He checked her in the most respectful way possible. Let me show you what disrespect looks like. Let's show you some more disrespect, okay? We know who this is. We know who this is. Let's see some more disrespect.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Stare. When you and I read.
Filmed in his own house by his wife. She starts talking about, I'm filming you. He says, hey, I would like the respect of not being filmed in my own house. Oh my goodness. Are you going to be difficult again? No respect.
Fighting our relationship.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Will Smith is not getting respect in his own house. I'll show you another one. I want to show you guys another one. This is just a regular guy. Look at the level of, oh man, here you go.
Who on, bro? Who on? Who on? What are you talking
Which
about?
one is it?
Bro.
Hey.
So this lady wants him to open his phone so that she can check it because she thinks whatever, some shenanigans are going on. She's basically demanding that he opens his phone, okay? So this is them arguing about.
Which one is it?
Bro, don't throw my phone, bro.
Stop playing with me. Who you was just on the phone with?
What you talking about?
Who you was just on this phone with?
My baby.
Who you was just, stop playing with me. Who you was just. Who you
And there it is. Now, in all of these situations here, we can go to Malika Andrews, we can go to Jada Pinkett, we can go to this lady here. If she's at her job speaking to her supervisor, would she act in any way similar to this lady? No. Would Jada Pinkett film her director if the director of the movie said, turn the camera off right now? Would she say, oh my gosh, you're being difficult? Would she do that? So there's clearly a demarcation line of behavior, right? That behavior can be controlled, but we see in all four of these clips, there's no respect. Stephen A. doesn't get the respect. Kendrick Perkins doesn't get the respect. Will Smith doesn't get the respect. And this gentleman here in this video, he doesn't get the respect. And look, if we have to tolerate disrespect, it's better to be by ourselves. Be by ourselves. I'd rather be by myself than deal with disrespect. And if you're going to disrespect me, you can get the bleep out. Find respect. If you're not getting respect, you got to go. You don't belong there. Okay? That simple, gentlemen. With that, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.